Guys, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Like, if you don't laugh, Onana, we went to war with you, bro. We went to war with you. You turned around, first half, you dashed the grenade at us, and then last minute of the game, you turned around and said, rocket launcher, and you finished us off. Lyon 2, Manchester United 2, and if you don't laugh, you might actually cry or get frustrated or break something, guys. We got so much to talk about, so make sure you hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new here. Let's talk about Onana. We have to talk about Andre Onana. For all that talking before the game, sometimes, you know, it's better to just let your football do the talking, because your mouth is writing checks that you cannot cash. Simple as that. Simple as that. Everyone was backing Onana. Well, a lot of Man United fans rightfully we're backing Onana with the whole Matic thing, because that's your player. But Onana, if you've ever had any more possible howlers, I think this is the worst of it all at Manchester United. Forget the fact that you kicked us out of the Champions League last season. Forget all the howlers that you have had before today. This is the worst one possible because of the story behind it. It's as simple as that. Manchester United have so many issues in the team, you know, in the front line, but that goalkeeper problem has probably just gone up the list a little bit more. If you lot didn't see, Man United have been linked to Brighton's goalkeeper literally today, and maybe that is a sign. Maybe that's a sign that Manchester United are fed up of Andre Onana. Honestly, guys, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I thought maybe United could see it out. Ryan, actually, the play comes from a ball in. Mikatadze with the shot. Onana with this. It's not even a save. It's a parry, and it's a very poor one, very half-hearted one. Dalot keeping Ryan Cherki off, but who is he to know that his goalkeeper is not going to save it? And you know what? Now I think back at the game, there was a moment where Maguire just boots it out, and Onana's telling him to leave it. I hear it, Harry Maguire. I hear it. He didn't trust his goalkeeper. And if you don't trust your goalkeeper, disasters like this happen. Manchester United's problems have gotten a whole heap worse, because firstly, to come back from a goal down from a mistake from Onana, again, gifting Lyon a goal, in an unconvincing manner goes down to make a save, and again, just a howler. Like, I'm actually lost for words, guys. I celebrated that Xerxes goal because I thought United now can see it out. But like I said, Onana turned around with the rocket launcher and said, "Phew, game over for you guys." I mean, why? How? Guys, I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. How? Why? What? When? Who? Where? How? Why? Why, Onana? Why? If I probably backed Onana going into this game, and I did. And I said, you know what, I'll always stick up for a United player, but let your football do the talking on the pitch. He came on the pitch and he suddenly forgot how to talk. Sometimes it's just better to keep quiet. So it's Matic 2, Onana 2. I would even say that Onana's errors are probably even worse than what people are really frustrated about. Like, honestly, I'm really annoyed. I'm really anyways, let's talk about the game. Ryan Cherki for Lyon. A lot of fans turning their nose up at the idea of United signing him. He's better than any 10 option that we have that's not Bruno Fernandes in this starting 11. He's better than Alejandro Garnacho today. Getting on the ball, Mikatadze, you know, had a decent game for Lyon. I don't think he really got out of gear too, and that's good for Manchester United. Almada, another good player. They got a decent front three. And maybe that's why I'm more annoyed, because Manchester United managed to nick it in Manchester United style. If it's not Bruno Fernandes involved in the final third for Manchester United, nothing is going to happen. And I don't know how Alejandro Garnacho lasted 83 minutes. 83 minutes, that's about 80 minutes too much, in my opinion. I've seen enough of so many players in this team, and I've seen enough to know that Alejandro Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund, Onana. Those are the three biggest problems in today's starting 11. Shout out to Leny Yoro, guys. Can we get a round of applause for, amongst all the anger and the frustration, let's have a moment of recognition for Leny Yoro, because he gets his first ever Manchester United goal in France against Lyon to get Manchester United back into the game, and he's comfortably been growing over the last couple of months. The fact that he's been playing across two positions, right-sided centre-back, and then the last couple of games at left-sided centre-back, since that Southampton game, I really think he's growing into a phenomenal player, and Manchester United have a very great talent on their hands. I'm so privileged to, we are so privileged to have a player like Leny Yoro, but I can't for the life of me talk about other players and praise anybody else knowing that we have a self-sabotager in our team. I can't. I really want to sit here and talk about Bruno, and I want to talk about Yoro, but I just cannot fathom how Onana has done that to Manchester United. And it's not the first time. But maybe I'm more annoyed because Man United went a goal down because of him, managed to get back into it, managed to get a near enough late winner for you to literally gift it. That should go down as an Onana assist, because it literally was an Onana assist. And like I said, people turn their noses up at Ryan Cherki, but the way he took that with his left foot, fooling the keeper was never going to save that. The keeper was never going to save that. Just quickly, again, I feel like Rasmus Højlund tried to put in a shift today against Niakate and Mata, but he just, again, couldn't really do much. I think in Manchester United's starting 11, there's, again, problems everywhere. But that midfield is an interesting one, because Ugarte's job in that midfield is to just break up the play, which he does. But when Manchester United get on the ball in the middle third, he's not got the minerals, he's not got the quality, he's not got the capabilities of doing anything on the ball. So in possession, it's like you're playing with half a man. And when I think about the fact that essentially last night I was watching PSG and João Neves, I get more angry at the fact that Man United literally gifted João Neves on a plate to PSG by buying Ugarte and taking them off their books. There's so many better midfielders out there, but maybe Ugarte's problem or the lack of quality that he has on the ball, we can paper over the cracks if the issues with Højlund isn't there, and the issues with Garnacho, and the lack of creativity in the final third, and the Onana problem. Maybe if those problems are there, Ugarte could slide under the radar. But I feel like when the problems happen at United, they just happen it's like it's like buying a house or having a house, owning a house, and you got a problem with your pipes, and you're thinking, okay, let me call the plumber in, but suddenly you got a problem with the electricity, and then suddenly you got asbestos in the ceilings, and then suddenly your wallpaper is falling off, so now you need to call in a carpenter, you need to call in people to an electrician, you need to bring in people, you might have to take the roof down. It's like when one problem happens, it's like there's multiple other problems, and that's what I feel like I'm watching with Manchester United, game in, game out. If it was everyone in the starting 11 bar one player that was crap, I think I could get over it. But I can't, because for me, today's game, Leny Yoro, Bruno Fernandes, probably the standout, the best players for Manchester United. And Bruno Fernandes, the people that are saying that, he's not good enough, he's the biggest problem. Did you see the problems on the pitch today for United? Because it weren't Bruno Fernandes. And like I always say, and I tweeted it during the game, I'm going to say it again, if it's not Bruno Fernandes involved in the final third, Man United are not doing anything. They aren't doing anything. And shout out to Joshua Zirkzee coming off the bench to get that goal. It's a well-taken goal. Movement like a number 9-esque, even though he says he's a 9.5. Great header. I think that might be... Is that like the first header I've seen from one of Man United's strikers in a very long time? It might be. Someone let me know in the comment section below. As you can tell, I am rattled. We had Tolisso. The guys had 2 ACLs and he was running around Man United's midfield like Ugarte and Casemiro were barely there. Like, seriously. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm lost for words. I don't think you guys probably have ever seen me like this, because I'm shocked. I'm so shocked. Onana, we went to war with you. You dashed a grenade at us. We let you off. And then you turned around with the rocket launcher and you finished us off. We're dead. I'm done with Onana. He needs to be put on the transfer list. Man United need to sell him. Take 10 million for him in the summer if you have to. Take a loss, take a hit. Man United are going to take a loss with a lot of players that they brought. And now that I think about it, that summer transfer window that we brought in, Onana and Højlund, might go down as one of the worst transfer windows from Manchester United in the last number of years. And that's me talking about the Ed Woodward era. That's me talking about the Arnold. That's Arnold's really heritage. And Murto. Everyone was talking about Murto madness. Guys, if I keep going on, I could really go on all night, just absolutely rattled. Absolutely rattled. I don't want to see Onana playing on the weekend. I don't want to see him playing against Lyon next week. Hey, Ruben Amorim, you said there was a 63-year-old goalkeeper coach that could play ahead of Rashford. Can he play in goal? Let me know. Hit the like button, guys, and be sure to subscribe as well.